Hey, what's up, everyone? Last week, May 17th, I released a new song called Act Your Age, and I wanted to just give a little backstory of the process, everything I went through, and what led up to this new song. So, let's see. I'm assuming, because it's an old song, I'm assuming that I got the beat back in 2019, and that's when I actually started the process of writing it. This was originally a vinyl chop type song, so the whole feel of the song was way different from what you guys are hearing now. Originally, the concept was basically inspired by there's a website called futureme.org or something like that. It's where you basically write letters to yourself for a future birthday to kind of give like insight and reflection of where you are and where you want to be. And it's kind of just like a cool way to like stay mentally connected to yourself, I guess. So I was treating the song in a way where I was writing to my future self. So for me, back in 2019, the song came super easy to me just because I was already going through a lot, and the person who produced the song originally, the first version of it, he's got a dope way of just capturing a certain type of emotion. And when I heard the first beat, like I already had stuff that I wanted to talk about. Once I completed the first version of the song, it probably took me a while to mix the song just because I was mixing off of a stereo track. So it took me probably 5 or 6 mixes just to get to where I wanted to be. And the song at the time wasn't really like an important song. It was just kind of something that I wasn't sure if I wanted to put on a project or if I wanted to release as a single. So it kind of just sat in the vault for a while. So it wasn't probably until 2000, and I believe it was this year, that I actually reached out to the producer again to let him know like, hey, I think I'm done with the song and I want to release it as a single. And during that whole time, he went through something very traumatic, and he kind of switched up on everyone, and he didn't want anyone to use his beats. So I respected that, and I had to basically just start from scratch. So the craziest part was because I wanted to release it on my birthday for 2023. So my birthday's in February, we're in May. When I got the news that I couldn't release the song anymore with that original beat, everything kind of just fell apart, and I was like, damn, like what should I do? Because when you hold on to a song for so long, it's very easy to fall in love with the way it sounds already. So my mind was already like made up, but then I had to just adapt and switch. So coming into the new version of the song, I honestly didn't know where to go with it because I was already set on that particular style of the song. And I didn't know if I wanted to try reproducing it myself, or if I wanted to hire someone to kind of help me recreate the similar vibes. What I ended up doing was actually reaching out to a musician by the name of Mitchell Lowe, and he's a guitarist. I ended up hiring him to do the guitar and the bass for the song. And it's funny because when I first presented the song to him, I gave him the original song, and he wasn't able to really like capture exactly what I was talking about. So it maybe took us a few tries just to even get something that we could like work with. And then from there, I ended up having him reference just some of Erykah Badu and some of the roots to, I guess, inspire him, because originally he's not a hip hop guitarist either. He does a lot of other different genres. So, oh man, it was a lot of back and forth, a lot of like uncertainty with the song. And so when me and him finally got the the sound that you hear now, the guitar riff and the bass, what we were doing is I was using the original vocals from the first version with this version, and it just didn't match up. It didn't fit together. It didn't work. And on top of that, I just upgraded my microphone, so the quality was, it was night and day basically. So I had to re-record all my vocals. It wasn't too bad either. It's super fairly simple. I ended up deciding to go with more of a live version style. We were using live instruments, so might as well use a live style performance. So from there, once we finished finalizing the beat, I added the drums, and it's funny because with this song too, it was fairly simple. I ended up having probably 4 stems with the song, and it took me probably 5 mixes to actually finalize the song. And with the final mix, I ended up doubting myself with the mix, and I ended up trying to reach out to someone else for him to mix the song, and he went way off what I was trying to do. So I ended up, you know, not using his services, and then going back with my original mix and just tweaking it a little bit more. But shout out to Khan and Senior Gigio for helping me with just being my extra ears on that mix. Accompanying this video, I wanted to do a Q&A, but Instagram is whack, and for some reason I have 2,000 something followers and only a few people are interacting with me. So with that, I just want to give a shout out to the people that do interact. These are the little Q&A questions that I got from the homies. Shout out to Khan. He actually didn't put a question, but he just said, "Oh, I already know the backstory, haha." He has a similar backstory with this song because it's the same producer, and I don't know if he will ever watch this or anything, but we care for you, homie. We hope that everything's all right, but I don't think that it's cool to just switch up on people, especially people that care about you. But I understand that things happen and things will never be the same, so it is what it is. But there's still respect for you, so just know that. Anyways, we got a question from Reckless. Shout out to Reckless DWR. He's known me since I was OG Chucks, and I used to always just pass him songs to review for me and to listen and give me feedback on my mixes. So he said, "What would you like people to take away from this song?" And I think the biggest thing that I would like people to take away is to really reflect on who you are as a person, reflect on some of the things that are going on in your life, and to really wake up to some of the things that you as a person need to take responsibility for. Not in a negative way, but just in a way that you are acting your age and embracing who you are at this moment in time in the season of your life. Some people have an easy season. Right now, people like me and a lot of other people are going through a tough season where a lot of things are changing, and we have to adapt, and we have to grow, and we have to really think hard about some of the things that are really important in our life. So the biggest takeaway is just reflecting on your life and taking action. I think those are the biggest things. His second question following that, it says, "What made you grow out of the original meaning of the song?" So originally the song was just to me. However, there's been a lot of friends, there's been a lot of people that have come and gone within that time frame since 2019 all the way to 2023. It's crazy how things just move so fast. So really it's just life. Life has made the song take on a whole new meaning. Act Your Age, go check it out. It's on all streaming platforms. If you want to support me, please consider donating to my channel, consider buying some music or merch, or just consider adding my song to your playlist. If you like it, rock with it. I'm an independent artist, and you know, the only real way to get things going and moving is if y'all are interactive with me. So I appreciate y'all for checking this video out. Act Your Age out now. Go check it out. It's 1 a.m. Peace. You better act your age. Time to fly the coop soon to see the make or break. It's either make or break. So you better act your age. Cutting grass. The snake slither off my path.